we're talking about Lee Boyd Malvo. Remember, he was 17 at the time of those horrific shootings. And we should be very clear. He has already received multiple life sentences in multiple states. So regardless of what the Supreme Court decides, he's not going to be let out of jail anytime soon. And yet it brings up an important judicial question. How long should a crime follow an adult if they committed it when they were under 18?
We have a level of fear that we're not used to.
The archived video takes us back to that chaotic moment in our history.
I'm very nervous, you know.
It's ridiculous. We're scared of coming to work.
It makes you feel like you need your own protection.
A region terrorized, and 10 families in our area never able to see their loved ones again.
It's tragic because he was just a good man doing his job, keeping his word, and he was obviously in the wrong place at the wrong time.
As for the shooters, John Allen Muhammad was put to death in 2009, and the younger shooter, Lee Boyd Malvo, received multiple life sentences. The question for the Supreme Court now is whether one of Malvo's sentences should be revisited. So let's dive into how we got here. First, in 2005, the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional for juveniles to be put to death. 5 years later, in 2010, the court found it was unconstitutional for juveniles to get life sentences for non-homicides. In 2012, a landmark case, Miller v. Alabama, which found juveniles may not be sentenced to life without parole unless they are found to be irreparably criminal. Then in 2016, another major case, Montgomery v. Louisiana. This found that the 2012 ruling can be applied to past cases. Hence, Lee Boyd Malvo's sentencing can now be reconsidered, reopening painful wounds in this region. So Malvo is now 34 years old, and it's not like he hasn't been punished. He spent his entire adult life behind bars. But when you think about the many victims who were killed, you can be sure many will think he should stay in prison for the rest of his life. And groups like the Maryland Crime Victims Resource Center say this case will do nothing but re-traumatize and re-victimize those who lost loved ones some 17 years ago.